Hey everybody, welcome to Turning Page. I wanted to go ahead and do a budget with me. This is more of a plan ahead. I have my February budget ready to be written out. I'm going to go ahead and write out all of my expenses that I keep in the bank, and then the cash expenses that I have, and how much I'm going to need from the bank in cash. I'm going to start by just filling out and then I usually do the month and then the first payment and then 15th is what I usually list. So this will be my first payment for February. This pen isn't working now, of course. I leave my mortgage. That is. And I've started to do, my mortgage is not $600, but I've started to do half budgeting. So you budget half of it now, and then the next pay period, when it comes due, you budget the other half. Then I have credit card for $50. My electric is $70. Gas will be $80. Water, $50. Car insurance, $50. Trash. The trash is actually taken out every 3 months, so I only have to do a portion of it, and all I do is take what's owed and then divide it up amongst the 3 months, so I know what my monthly savings should be. And my subs are my subscriptions that I have, and I have about $20 a month, so I leave 10 this pay period and 10 the next pay period. So that's everything I leave in the bank. And then I also have started transferring my emergency fund. So that'll be what's left over after everything is paid. So my emergency fund will stay in the bank because I now transfer that to a savings account. So then cash, I have my give of $150. I've actually started bulleting. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Maybe I can lift it up closer. But there's little dots on this page. This was a pre-printed page with the arrows and the hearts that I found online. And I didn't want it full page because I felt like that was too big. So my printer option on my computer actually has a way that I can do 4 on a page, and then I can just cut it out, or 2 on a page and I can just cut it out. So I did 2 per page, and then I have these extras, and I'll see if I can link the page website that's down here at the bottom here for where I get these. I just found them online and they're super cute. They're free and it helps keep me organized. So then I have groceries. For $125, and I try to stick around this. Sometimes I go over, but it's been around $130, $120 for the past month or so. So we'll see if I can stick under that. I'm not sure. $60 for gas or fuel. Car maintenance. I'm actually coming up on oil change, so I'm going to need some more for that. So I put in $75 for that. I have gifts. Oops, messed up, of course. At $40. Pets. This is a fund for pretty much anything, food, vet visits, whatever, and it's a sinking fund that I have. So my car maintenance, gifts, and pets, medical, and home projects that I'm about to list, those are all in sinking funds. So that when it comes time to need them, I'll have the money there. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I have been using money from those sinking funds because I have not figured out my budget yet. I'm very new to this. Actually, I'm not new to budgeting, but I'm new to being disciplined in budgeting. So I fail rather often at this. So my total here is going to be $500 even for all of these. So this is how much I'll pull out in cash is $500, and that will leave $190 to go to my emergency fund. So everything that stays in the bank will be $1240. So $1240 for that. Yeah. So $1240 to keep in the bank. $500 in cash. And hopefully this will be a little bit more disciplined. The emergency fund after this, I think, will be fully funded, and I'll be able to move on to debt. So I'll change this emergency to debt instead so that I can start paying off this credit card and this car loan. Those are the only two debts that I personally have, and I can get those paid off quickly. So this is my budget for February, and I will end up going to the bank to pull out this $500 and do my cash stuffing. I'm all finished with my February 1st payment budgeting plan, and as these numbers get paid and as they get spent, I actually like to keep a track of what I've spent and what's been paid. And here is an example. January 1st, I did my pay, and then I did extra that I had sold things in order to fund my emergency fund. And then I have a spent category over here that kind of helps me keep track of what I actually spend versus what I budgeted to spend. So it doesn't always work out. You can see check marks, plus or minus a certain amount, and whether or not I even kept it. So I ended up spending, I didn't list my home projects on January 1st, and then I ended up spending $309 outside of what I intended to spend. So that was again, a budget buster for me. This is where I'm learning and growing. And I tried to get some of my home projects completed on January 1st. I felt very motivated to get that done. So, but it busted the budget, obviously. And it took over a lot of the things that I was unable to fund because of that. So again, this that I list usually is my desire, and then I also leave this side blank in order to have an actual spent on this side and to keep track. And it helps me to budget in future what I would actually do. Now I actually put home projects down here, and I allot myself a little amount so that it can build up, or I can go and buy something small and just do a small project. But it shows me where I'm spending and where I need to actually adjust that spending. Another thing that's really helped me on my journey has been these debt-free charts that I've found on Instagram. I found her website, debtfreecharts.com, through her Instagram page. She actually has a lot of free charts. This one is one of them, the free ones. And then all the other ones that you would want are only $1. So you could actually download specific ones that go directly to things you're saving for or things that you're paying off, the debt that you're paying off. So this is my starter emergency fund. And I love how motivating it is to color this in. I actually let my kids choose the colors for me, and then I will color it into however much I've gotten to. And I'm really proud of myself because I've cut my budget so much that I was able to save this much in January of this year. So I only started this in January of this year, and I'm really proud of the fact that I was able to get this much with selling items and just cutting my expenses and my spending so much so that I could have a little bit of extra money set aside. She also has credit card, car loan, different ones that you would want to track. And I actually go from the top down because I'm paying down my credit or my debt. And you can keep track how quickly or how slowly or how motivated you get. I was really motivated this month, and it was because I actually printed this off and I could visually see how well I was doing or how slow I was going, and I wanted to go quickly. So this debtfreecharts.com is really a great resource for people who are in debt who want to see it and be motivated by it. Her charts being only $1, I definitely would recommend going and checking out her site. Get the free ones, try them out, see if it's something that motivates you. If it doesn't, then that's fine. It's just a free chart you've printed. And if it does, then it actually gives you that second motivation of, I'm going to get out of debt. I'm going to do this for myself. This is going to be a great 2019.